You're watching Artist on Record. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. Coming up in the hot seat, you know him from Hanoi Rocks, Michael Monroe's band, Mr. Sami Yaffa. It all starts now. Greatest live albums ever. This
Great
band,
record. Yeah.
it is a great record. Look, there
Yeah.
you are. There's Sami right there for everybody watching. I'll edit it.
It's the most descriptive record of what we actually wear, because I don't think any of the studio albums really captured what we're
No.
all about. You know what I mean? That's why that's golden.
I remember that I had the tape, the videotape for it too. I used to have.
Yeah.
It was at the Marquee, right? It was
At the
this.
Marquee, yeah. We did 2 nights over there.
And then Razzle did Blitzkrieg Bop on this, I believe, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because he was Razzle was cool, man. He was when he did that.
It was cool.
He
It
was
was
cool.
the best, man.
Really cool. God.
Yeah.
And as I told you last time, I saw you guys play L'Amour's. I remember it wasn't crowded, and I remember that 2 steps from the move. And I go, the fuck? This is L'Amour's, the heavy metal capital of Brooklyn. And they brought in a sax, like little. I go, this is the coolest thing in the world. Really cool. Satan's Helpers, War Laser Eyes, and the Money Pig Circus. Links here and above Sami. And second solo album for you.
Yes.
It's cool. It's cool.
Great. It's fun as hell.
The video's killer.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Really cool. So what the song, so let's talk about the song really quick. The Crashing Down, the single. Is it a homage to the Hanoi days? What you're writing about, the lyrics?
Yeah, it's loosely based on that. It's based on, you know, the kind of craziness and it's about the last days of Hanoi in a way, and also about surviving and then moving on from that, because that was not an easy thing to do. So, you know, we were so young when it happened. You know, I was 21 years old and all that.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of baggage, and there was no shrinks, and there was no rehabs, and you know, you know what I mean. So you just had to do it yourself somehow.
Yeah.
Sort it out. Yeah.
It was a rough time. I mean, you guys, well, first of all, you're ahead of your fucking time. Hanoi was so ahead of their time. It was like this underground. Every band took from you guys. The tragedy, when the tragedy struck, it just hit you like, what the hell now? And you tried to do other drummers and all that, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah.
That was it, huh? The whole thing. Yeah, that was a tough. Let me ask you, I always heard a rumor, and correct me if I'm wrong, because there's so much influence from Guns N' Roses, and they're mega now. You know, it's mega. Did Izzy Stradlin hang out with you guys when you were touring? Like, went with you on dates in the
States? He came to the gig in Boston in 1984, the last tour that we did. He showed up over there. I missed him, but I remember seeing he sent some mail to our offices in London. And I remember we all were coming, because we never had heard of a guy called Izzy before. Izzy was a weird name, so we were just like, is it a chick, or is this a guy, or what is this? You know, Izzy from Indiana. What's going on? You know, and it turned out to be him. You know, and I didn't meet him that time in '84. I hooked up with him in '87 when I moved to LA and started hanging out with Timo, and he was good friends with Timo and all this kind of stuff. So we connected.
So he was a big Hanoi fan.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is wild. That was '84, before kind of Guns N' Roses then. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And right before he moved to LA.
So he was just like a fan writing to you guys, and like me, singing like, you know, oh, look at these guys dressed up. They look cool, because you could see a lot of the Hanoi and Izzy's vibe back then.
Oh yeah, big time. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were not only great songs, really the king of fashion. And you have the best hats in the world. And I was going to wear mine. I go, he's going to wear the black cap. I got it. I'm going to look like a Samy lunatic, you know? It's like, I can't do this, you know? I can't do it. Are you going to come to the States anytime? I know it's so weird.
There's been some talk about it, but there's nothing definite yet. But we're working on it. We finally have a good manager and he's been doing good things for us so far. I think there's some kind of a vision of us going back to the States at some point.
Okay, so you got the video out. So it's going to be on vinyl, right? What else you got going on?
Vinyl, CD.
CD.
And all the usual stuff.
Okay. How about the 8-tracks?
Say no more, man. I found an 8-track in Brooklyn in like 1998 or something like that on the street, and it had a tape in it. And it was one of those fusion Tony Williams records from the 70s. It was fucking amazing. I just plugged it in and turned it on, and it was on.
It worked.
Yeah, it was great. And he had Tony Williams, the drummer,
Totally.
It was one of his 70s kind of fusion, pimped out kind of outfits, records on. So that was my first and only experience of 8-track.
What about the band now, the Sami Yaffa Soul? You got dates booked, I saw. You're playing.
Yeah, I have a small tour in Finland and then some more in the fall, and working maybe at the end of the year or early next year for some international dates. But it's the same band. It's with Linde from him and Burton from him playing guitar and keyboards, and Janne Haavisto playing drums. The same dudes that I had past year or two.
That's cool.
Suicide is playing guitar on 2 songs, and Michael's blowing saxophone and crashing down. Nasty plays guitar on it. And I went to Sweden to record Dragon on a couple of tracks, because there's 2 songs which are very kind of helicopterish. It's the stuff that sticks to you, whoever you play with. For any length of time, and I just suddenly noticed that I've written 2 songs that could have fit helicopters, and I thought I'd just stick them on the album.
That's cool. You got Nasty, you got Michael. You know where I'm going. What about little Andy? Did you think about it?
Yeah, I was thinking about asking him to come and play the song, and then we would have the Hanoi Rocks whole album. But I thought that without telling anybody, I won't tell Michael and Nasty that they're playing on the song, and just just in a sneak. You know what I mean? That thought crossed my mind.
It did cross your mind, right?
Yeah, it did cross my mind.
Okay.
It could have been really easy to do, you know what I mean? And I just thought, then I won't have my friends anymore.
It wouldn't work. Okay. So
it'll be fucked up.
So for being safe out there, there's the answer. For anybody watching and asking or wondering, well, he had those 2 guys, one on Andy. Now you guys know, ADIKA brings the truth for everybody out there. Because it wouldn't be good. It would, because then probably when you're doing the Michael Monroe band, you probably, fuck with him. He brought Andy. Give him no potato chips on his rider, whatever his favorite coffee is. None for Samy. Samy gets like soup Nazi. No soup for you, because
it did cross my mind, but I thought better of it.
It's better. You know what, everybody? If you're watching, tuning in right now, I got Sami Yaffa, and we're talking about his new album that's coming out. I'm going to put links down below. The video is out now. I'll put links here, and you could see it right here. He has 4 seconds of that video. Check it out right here. Man, set. Awesome. That is awesome. That was the wonderful Mr. Sami Yaffa. You can see this episode now unedited on Members Only Club here on YouTube. In the meantime, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified so you don't miss any future episodes coming your way, and check out Sammy's new album, Satan Helpers, War Laser Eyes, and the Money Pig Circus. Links are in the description down below. Until then, we'll catch you all later. Who loves you, baby? We do. Thanks for watching.